So today's topic, a really popular one, we're talking about early extension, something that so many golfers struggle with. If you feel that you do, we're going to run through some feels, some concepts, some ideas that you can use next time you practice or play, which are going to help you improve this aspect of your swing. So welcome back once again to the Forest of Arden. Still in winter, but nice blue sky, a little bit warmer. I'm only in 3 layers, feeling a lot better about hitting this golf shot in a few minutes. And we're talking in this video about early extension. Now this is such a complex subject and there's so many reasons why you could be early extending in your golf swing. But we're going to give you some practical things that you can do in practice which will help you move your body in a different way to hopefully eliminate some of that movement in your golf game. Just before we get started and get stuck into that video, if you're new to my channel, if you're not a subscriber, it is free. I would love you to do that. There's a subscription link in the description box below, or if you'd rather wait to the end of the video, there's a clickable link. Again, that will allow you to just be a free subscriber and we can hopefully help you play some better golf this year. So what is early extension? Well, effectively, we start off flexed forward in our posture, and when we finish our golf swing, we are extended up in this position here, and that happens in most golf swings. Early extension is just when that extension movement happens too soon in the golf swing, as the name would suggest. And what we tend to find is these golfers look very much like they stand up this way, the head tends to go up, the hips tend to go in, and we tend to find that the golfer doesn't stabilize the club face as well as they'd like through impact, and we get a little bit more variation in where those shots go. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the hips, how they move, and we're going to talk about a little bit of a flex in the body. So I want you to just take your normal setup and make your normal backswing. Now, you will have some rotation in the hips as you swing back. So you'll see that you can, you see there's some movement in my knees, my thighs, and my hips. And all I want you to do initially is just think about these hips, the trail hip and the lead hip, and which one is moving. I want you to very much feel like from here, your lead hip, in my case it's my left hip, is being pulled back to fall into line with my trail hip. So I'll do that again for you. Make a backswing. My lead hip is getting pulled back into line with my trail hip. So my sensation there is that my right hip and my trail hip is actually staying very, very still, but it's the lead hip which is coming backwards to, as I say, fall into line with it. What we would often see from those golfers that early extend is as they make their backswing in this fashion here, it's the lead hip that will stay very still, and it's the trail hip which will actually move forwards to join it. And again, we get those hips pretty square, but we see that body kind of extending up in this fashion here. So you'll see my trail hip moving in towards the golf ball. That starts to square up my hips, but they move in towards the golf ball. So the feeling would be from the top, the lead hip gets pulled back to match the trail hip. Another great little sensation you can have, which is very much along the same lines, is feeling the pockets on your trousers. So my lead pocket, which is on my left side, imagine that is against a wall, and as I rotate back, that lead pocket moves away from that wall. But in transition, I've got to get that pocket back onto the wall, as well as keeping this one on the wall. So again, I'll do that up to the top, lead pocket, back onto the wall. Now, when I do that in a golf swing motion, you may actually see the body start to slightly increase in flex. So you'll see my chest is actually getting tipped more over towards the golf ball. So I'm actually working the opposite to the early extension move. I'm flexing my body more. This is actually something we would tend to see more commonly from the golfers that we'd probably aspire to be, like certainly the golfers that you see on TV. They would very often increase the flex in their body as they start down, so working the complete opposite from an early extension move. A great little exercise that you can do, take one of your golf clubs, a short golf club. So I've got my pitching wedge here, take my normal starting position, and I'm just going to place it under my trail heel. Now, from the top, if my lead hip stays, and my trail hip is the one that moves forwards, so the incorrect move, I'm probably going to find my trail heel lifts up and the golf club drops to the floor. So the idea here being that we do that same little exercise, but we feel like the correct movement would allow me to keep that pressure on that golf club and keep it in the air. So that's a great little exercise that you can do, which kind of works on the same ideas of what we've done, but it helps us a little bit more appreciate what we're trying to do. So as I said, early extension, there's a number of reasons why you could be doing that. It could be something to do with club face or club shaft angle. So have a look at those things first, but if you feel like it's just the body itself that you need to work on, let's go up to the top, feel that movement. That's going to help you with your body angles and controlling that club face through impact. Hopefully that looked pretty good. certainly see back when I watched this video, but that certainly felt pretty good. And it's not generally something I struggle with too much in my golf swing. So early extension, definitely a big problem for a lot of golfers. Improving it will definitely give you a bit more stability in the club face, and that generally leads to more consistency out on the golf course, lower scores, more fun, and everyone's a winner. Thank you for watching. Usual stuff down below, comments box, like button, and the subscription link that we talked about over here. Would love you to be a subscriber. We can help you play some better golf this year and just enjoy your golf a little bit more when you get a chance to play. Thanks for watching.